Hello. I am sharing links and doing all that, so give me a moment as everybody comes in. We'll see what's going on with everybody. How is everyone doing tonight? Hello. I don't know if we're really slow today or what's going on, so April's in the house. How's April doing? How's April doing? I know. I bet everybody else is. It's pretty crazy. Usually there's a bunch of people here. It's really laggy tonight. I don't know if it's because of the storms, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm doing really good. Yeah, and there's like I'm showing two people here, but it's pretty crazy. There's usually like a lot of people here, but I've got storms, so I'm like sort of hoping that I can get through this without it getting all crazy, if you know what I mean. If that makes sense. Hi, Nettie. Is everybody gone? It is really crazy tonight. That's sort of odd. I'm sorry, my phone is going off like crazy. Yeah, they have been shipped. I think there's issues with my post office, and I don't know if it's the Corona thing. They have all been shipped out and everything because I've had a couple people get a hold of me, but they've all been shipped out. So I don't know if like they maybe their scanner was broke or what was going on. I know it's really weird because I haven't got like any Christmas cards or um, even some other stuff that I was supposed to have on my way here hasn't got here. So I'm not sure there's like not some kind of issue going on with my post office. I know I had ordered some stuff from Amazon and it showed up yesterday, and it still doesn't even show on the tracking that it arrived here yet. So I think there's something with the scanners here that are screwed up right now. But yes, they have went out. So it may take them, I don't know, to get to the next. I mailed them, today's Tuesday, I mailed them out yesterday morning because I didn't have Wi-Fi all last week. So I couldn't get on to print, and the shipping labels don't print correctly from my phone. So I sent them all out Monday morning. So hi, Connie. Hi, Beverly. I'm okay, Nettie. I seen your news. Good, good, good. Well, and I'm wondering if that's not it, because in my area, it's really started coming back up again. So like all of the counties and stuff have just issued, mandatory face masks, and they're talking about starting to shut businesses down again in my area. Of course, I'm in Indiana. Well, you're in Indiana too. But they said, our numbers are going up really bad. So maybe that's what they're doing. Yeah, it is really slow tonight. I'm not sure what's going on, you guys. This is pretty crazy. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Is my lag that slow? Hold on, check and see if it is on my channel. Oh, that's nice. Here they're like they've like doubled and tripled lately. But everybody quit wearing masks and all kinds of crazy stuff, so I don't know. Yeah, my lag is, you guys, I'm not even sure. I'm trying to. Oh, Kathy, that's okay. Good evening, Trisha. Did you change your name, honey? Yeah, you did. You took I see what you did. Oh, did you, Nettie? Yeah, here it's pretty crazy. Okay, I wanted to show you guys some. I said I would show you last night. Let me find it. I have a headache tonight, so I'm having a really hard time trying to focus. So hopefully I won't go off too crazy. You guys remember I showed you the USB last night, and I showed you I would try to print some of. I meant to print some of them out and show you. So, like, this is 4. I printed these out in the 4.5 by 5 size. So, like, these are just 4 random ones that I picked. So, like, there's a rose, and I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. If you know what that's supposed to be, I don't know. Some of them are just basic flowers. That almost looks. But yeah, so I mean, they print out really awesome. Awesome. Cool, Nettie. So, like, they're really nice if you, like, want to, you know, cut out. And if you, like, you don't have, like, a brother scan and cut would be awesome with these, because if you just pick the outline, it's thunder and lightning again, guys. I think it's just the heat. I wish it would stop, because it's, like, been, like, 90-some degrees today. It's crazy. It's just insane. Which I know, like, some of you guys are in Texas. And oops, I totally did that one. I hate when I do that. Do you guys do that? It's because I'm using these huge scissors, and I should be using my little tiny Tims. Hey, Mom. So just in case everybody's worried, I don't know if she'll be on here or not. I haven't seen her. Nancy, her surgery was fine, and she's doing really good, they said. So, woohoo. So if you think about it, you know, and you want to drop her a card or something, that'd be sort of cool. I know she's on the rack list in the group. Oh, see, we haven't got rain. It's just so hot you can't breathe, which I think has to do with my headache, because I have asthma, and it has been really, really hot today. And I just have, like, this super, like, throbbing in the front of my forehead headache where I can't just sort of, like, I know I was doing so good, but you can't tell. I'm not sure where I did it now. Where was it? There it is. There it is. It's up there. You can't even tell. Well, yeah, you can, as long as you don't. I know I was doing so good, but these cut out really easy, so that's pretty cool. But I wanted to show you guys something, because I was playing with some of them earlier. Hey, Lori. So, I know I made it go away. But I wanted to show you because they're so cool. They just print out so nice. So, I mean, if you're one of those people who maybe don't really enjoy stamping, or something like that, it works out perfect. And you don't have to worry about stamping. Oh my, you guys. I'm sorry, my phone's buzzing. There's been so much going on. Hold on. I'm finding my little watercolor brushes. Because not only do they print out really well, of course, I don't have a laser printer. Although now I have. That's funny, Kathy. Okay. So this is just my little watercolor brush. And I'm just sort of, I'm not being like, you can give me a C in coloring because I'm trying to hurry. But I'm thinking there's 200 of them on there. Now, I did print this out in bigger size so you guys will be able to see. But I think I'm going to go through and I'm going to print them all out in, like, wallet size. So, you know, these would be like a quarter of this. Wendy! How is Ellie? Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Jackie. Oops, I looked down to color and I looked up and it went crazy. Good Lord. Joetta, honey, I was thinking about you earlier. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Hugs, hugs, hugs. I'm going to use pink. Or I'm going to use red. Sorry. Woohoo. And then I'll go over it with the pink to sort of make a dark pink. So my spots will look dark. Oops, I colored out of the lines. But I'm like, if I make these a little bit smaller, they will be perfect. And if you did like the little contact sheet size, they would be perfect for like faux postage stamps. And honestly, they're dark enough that if Lori's crazy, Lori's always crazy. They're dark enough, the outside lines are dark enough that if you have a brother scan and cut, you could actually, get rid of the outside and fussy cut them. So they would be great to use like in journals that way. Yes, I know I'm getting outside the line, some girls. It's okay. It's okay, I promise. Because I'm going to go over it with the pink. So it'll sort of just spread the red. Spread the red. Okay, let's do this way. I'm going to go over with the red. This is pink. And these are my generic watercolor brushes I got. So, I mean, I'm just going over these really fast. Trying to, make sure my ink doesn't smear because I'm using Dust Jet. So it will get sort of that smear of the black, which I sort of like because it sort of darkens it up a little bit. So these are going to come out sort of hokey looking. Yeah, well, I may actually drop off because we are in the middle of like a storm thing at my house. I don't know what the deal is. It has been, we have had thunder and lightning and you name it. I don't know if it's just the heat or what. So I don't know how long I'll be able to stay on tonight. So I'm like, not super excited about that. Of course, I said that yesterday and it never did come back. So we'll see. But I was actually recording earlier and the electric went out. But then it came back on. Wow, this pink is like really ugly on here. I tell you what would be really pretty to paint these with acrylic paint. Especially if you, or these would be really pretty to watercolor if you printed it on watercolor paper. You know what I mean? But yeah, I actually have some canvas, like painting canvas that are just sheets. They're like fabric, almost like fabric sheets. Oh, did you? Okay, so yeah, see, I think it's just sort of hitting everywhere. It's just that time of year. Which, you have to expect. I'm trying to find my water brush because I have this daughter that likes to play with them. Hold on a second. So between, I think it's the heat and my sinuses and the weather, I'm like, it's that time of year. I just can't win for losing. Cute monkey. What monkey? I don't have a monkey. It's a flower. Anyway, it's a goofy little flower, but I mean, obviously I wouldn't use this one because I don't like that coloring. But, you could do different stuff with it. Actually, I don't like using the watercolors on. You need to go get you an emoji. Oh, the monkey that Mom's got. She's so funny. She is the emoji queen. Like, seriously, emoji queen. Her text messages have so many emojis on that it's crazy. Hold on a second, guys. I'm looking for something specific. If I can find them. Oops. Oh, okay. How hard are they digitally? Hi, Janet. Digitally color. How hard are they to digitally color? I have not went into digitally. Really, you guys? I'm telling you. Digitally color. However, I can tell you right now, just from experience, they're going to be pretty easy to do because, and I'll show you why. Let me grab a pencil and I'll show you. I'll use that. I'll do this rose. They're going to be pretty easy to color because each that's about as dull to get out. Each individual shape, each individual shape is completely divided. So, I mean, I think you could actually, if you wanted to make them like multiple colors, you could. So I think it would work out good. So yeah, I think they would work out perfect to digitally color, which is what I was thinking about earlier. I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool because then, and honestly, I think you could, I know a lot of people, they get, you hear Photoshop or Photoshop Elements or GIMP or whatever kind of, digital programming people use, or Corel, whatever your program of choice is, and they get scared. But most everybody can use Paint Shop. Most computers and laptops have some kind of generic form of Paint Shop, and these are solid enough. You really wouldn't have to do any correcting. You just literally would have to go in and point your paint bucket and do it. No, Lori, I have a really super bad headache. It's almost, I don't want to say it's a migraine, but it's sort of borderline migraine, but it's in my sinus cavity area, like up in my forehead. I think because of the weather. So yes, I am having a hard time focusing. So if I seem like I'm sort of loopy, can't think, then that's what it is. So yep. That's what's going on with me. It's just been one of those long days. I've did a ton of stuff today. This morning I got up and started going at 5 o'clock this morning and have not stopped pretty much the whole entire day. I did stop to make dinner and eat dinner. And if you're commenting and if I happen to miss your comments, I'm having trouble reading my things. So I'm trying to see them, but these are, if you were going to, these are just colored pencils. These are not watercolor pencils. These are colored pencils. If you are going to buy colored pencils, now, don't get me wrong, I've got, Rose Art and Crayola and blah, 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 blah. All this. But if you're going to get you some Prismacolors, once you do, they have a really rich coloring to them. I love them. If you're going to buy, and you can buy them in big sets or little sets. This just happened to be the set that I have, and I've got pencils missing, which I'm going to guess my little artistic daughter has, because every time they disappear. is what shrink plastic? This? No, this is paper. It's just paper. But yeah, you could print this on shrink paper. That you can. They have, the printable shrink paper. Yep, you very, very, very much could do that. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that you could really use these for. And I mean, so yeah, I was pretty happy with them. But yeah, these are my favorite pencils if I'm going to draw, because I always like adding color, when I draw. And I actually first got these pencils because I found them on clearance. Not this set. I had another set. This is my third set. I wore the other ones down. But I actually got the very first set I got. I bought because I used to decorate cakes all the time, and for my dad and mom's church, for their anniversary service, I would always do their like cakes, and I would do like a 2 or 3 layer cake, 2 or 3 tier cake. And I got these so I could decide what colors I wanted to do, and then matched my icing to them and all of that. So that's what they were actually from. So yeah, these are my favorites. They're some of the best that you can buy, I think, as far as color pencil wise. Okay, there are ones you can buy that are better, but you're going to pay extremely large amount of money for them. These aren't. I mean, don't get me wrong; these are not like priced like Crayola colored pencils, but they're not so crazy. Especially if you have like a Hobby Lobby or a Michaels, something like that. That you can get them for, with a coupon. That's what I do. And you can buy these at Walmart. They're cheaper to get them at Hobby Lobby with a coupon, but you can find them at Walmart. They have little sets all the way up to, 100 plus pencil sets. So it's just sort of up to you how many you want or how many different colors you want. This is just my small set. My big set isn't here. In this, well, it's not. It's here, but it's not in this room. It actually stays in my bedroom. But yeah, they're just, they sort of. I like the way that they go on, and they blend really well. If you're into blending, I mean, again, they're not watercolor pencils. I think I actually have a set of watercolor pencils. I did, unless my daughter walked off with them. Let me see. She takes my stuff all the time, and then I never know it's gone until I go to use it, and I have to go buy another thing. Drives me bananas. Nope, she's got them. I bet she's got them in her room. She's always playing with something. But yeah, I mean, I really like the way that these go on. And I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just sitting here taking up all this time, and you guys are like sitting here watching me color like a little kid. You're like, seriously, lady? We'd like to see something serious here. But yeah, I was really happy with these images. And these, like I said, I can't even start to tell you how many images there are. I will make a copy of all of them. And today is Tuesday. Is today Tuesday? Yes, today's Tuesday. I will try to have a copy Thursday to sort of show you guys what they look like for all, and I'll print all of them out just so you can see the nice variety that's on there, because there is a very nice variety on there. I feel like I'm coloring with crayons today. Yeah, the Fantasias are really nice. No, because, well, my big ones are in my thing because my husband used to work second shift. And when he worked second shift, because of the place that he works, they work really weird hours, which, I mean, he does a lot of overtime on the weekends and stuff, but they're actually only supposed to work, their normal work week is Monday through Thursday, and they work 10 hours a day. But they end up working a lot more than that, and overtime on the weekends and everything else. But when he worked second shift, he went into work at 4:30. He didn't get off work till 2:30 in the morning. So yeah, I have Dollar Tree color pencils too, Lori. He wouldn't get off till like, really early in the morning, 2:30. So at night, I'd, go to bed waiting for him to get home or whatever, but I couldn't sleep. And I'd get my kids, down for the night or whatever. And then I would set up and draw. And so that's what I use my color pencils for. That's why they're in my bedroom. And I've never brought them out of there, because if I bring them in here, then they'll disappear. And my big set is like my prized set. So yeah, I keep those hidden. Hi, Marty. My mom loves the Dollar Tree. Seriously, she would, if there would have been a Dollar Tree, one of us would have been named Dollar Tree when we were born. She loves the Dollar Tree. That's like one of her favorite places to go. Of course, she likes the Goodwill too. Hi, Marty. Tell Ron we said hi. Yeah, and I can't say anything because, I really like the Dollar Tree too. And the Goodwill. Love my thrift store. But yeah. So that's been funny because Giggles, she draws really, really well. And I draw halfway decent. And so my happy birthday, Ron. So yeah, I mean, I think they're pretty good, considering. I think if you could color them, digitally coloring them would obviously would be better. But I don't know if you, sort of want that image, and these are really big. So I think, if you shrunk them down, they would be a little better. But I wanted to print them big enough so you guys could actually see them halfway decent. But yeah, I mean, there's quite a bit of detail on there if you get to where you're actually. And these were the basic ones. I mean, there's ones that are a whole lot more extravagant than these. I tried to get, the basic ones that would be easier to see. So that is that. Look, you guys, you want to see what I've got? Miss Mr. Sketch scented markers. Do you guys remember those? My mom is all over cakes. You guys have no idea. My son was saying over there, and he come home and he's like, Mom, you are not going to believe it. And I'm like, what? And he goes, Grandma made pie. I'm like, Grandma made pie? He's like, yeah. He goes, and he goes, to make it even better, he goes, Grandpa got a lemon pie. I got a whole chocolate pie to myself. She made my child his own chocolate pie. And again, I'm going around these with, yeah, hold on a second, I'll tell you. Potting soil, archived potting soil. I know, his own chocolate pie. Now, he is 18 and could eat it in like 3 bites. But he come home and he's like, he's over there again now because he's helping. It's summertime, so there's like hay to bale and all that wonderful stuff because they live on a farm. And they have cattle and all that kind of stuff. I know, it's too much. She wouldn't make me a pie. She didn't bring me a pie. I did. I had pie. I broke down and I had pie over 4th of July. I had coconut cream and peanut butter pie. It was good. But I hadn't had any sweets or anything in almost over a month. So... but we did it real easy. It was so hot that, you know, we sort of just, we grilled out hamburgers and hot dogs and had baked beans and deviled eggs, potato chips and dip. And my husband and my kids absolutely love pickled eggs. So I actually made a jar of pickled eggs. Awesome, Beverly. Did you do it in our group, Beverly? I have to check it out. I haven't been on Facebook a whole lot today. I have to go check it out. Did you do it on the Done by Dorothy group, or where'd you do it at, honey? I'm having one of those days. It has been crazy today. My phone has not stopped going off the whole day. But I mean, it's been good stuff, but on your YouTube channel. Did you post it in the Facebook group, Beverly? Well, I mean, if you're even on your YouTube, put the link in the group, and that way everybody can find it. You might as well go ahead, if you do a YouTube video, go ahead and post it in the group. I think just about everybody else does anyway. So let's see. I want to use a stencil on my cards. Yeah, just about everybody does, so don't worry about it. Don't you worry about a thing. I'm gonna do. Yeah, just about everybody just puts them up there anyway, so just go for it. I'm one of those people. I'm pretty laid back about that. As long as you don't get crazy and start, you know, Doing crazy things. I like that one. I need to clean that one. I sort of like that brick one's really cool. That would be sort of cool because you have brick walls in a garden. We'll try that one. That's one you don't get to. Yep. That's, I'm like, whatever. If you want to, go for it. Let's see. I think I'll do that one. I'll do a variety. I'll do each one with a different stencil. Yeah, a lot of groups, people are more. The only thing that I do not like, and I sort of get upset about, and I say sort of very cautiously because I'm not one that gets riled up too much, is people posting in the group all the time that, you know, don't come in the group. They never say anything. They're never in the group. They never do anything in the group. They don't participate. They don't comment on anybody's stuff. I mean, they absolutely do nothing. They just show up and throw their links up. That drives me crazy. Because to me, if you're, you know, going to be in a group and you're throwing things up, at least participate in the group. So that drives me crazy. And people that come in and like scalp, I don't know what word to use, but like, okay, like if you're doing a YouTube video, then, you know, they'll come on and yeah, lurkers. That's a good word for it. This is gonna be saying forever because I used archival. No, it'll get clean. Just soak it and it'll come off. It does pretty good. And or like if you're doing, and I'll have people do it here every once in a while. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. And the other thing I don't like is like if you're doing a live video or like, you know, you're doing a live like this and people will come in and then just randomly throw links up, not throw links up, or they'll randomly go, hey, you don't ever see them. And then they show up and they're like, oh, I'm going to be going live. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing that. You know, where they're just using your live to sort of like advertise themselves. I don't like that either. I mean, if you don't go on, first of all, who shows up in somebody's group the very first time and just, you know, oh no, but I mean, you know, when you're active and you participate in a group or whatever, I don't have issues with that. You know what I mean? I know. Don't they look really cool? And with these being the garden ones on the back, I really, I'm going to put like, you know, some lace and stuff on them, but I just sort of like those. Oh, Lori, I think you could. Yeah, I'm not saying, I'm talking about like the people, I'm talking about people who just show up. Do you see what I'm saying? That's my, you don't even know who these people are. Sometimes they show up and they're like, oh, why don't you come check this out? Why don't you come check this out? And I'm like going, first of all, who are you? Second of all, you know, I mean, it would basically be like, why would somebody from, you know, a town 5 towns over show up in your town, put some in the newspaper, and then leave? Oh, I don't think so, honey. I think you'd be fine, Lori. I need to talk to you anyway. Look. Isn't it cute? I love the way they look. And throw a little lace on them. They're going to be so cute. Hi, Connie. Did you get back home okay? I didn't know if you were back home or not. I haven't seen you or heard from you in forever. Yes, they are, honey. You have no idea. I did too. And it's so simple. And I'm going to do my little brick wall. They are taking the ink and it's not going to come off because this is why I'm using archival. Now, I'll just show you real fast. I'm not going to put this on, but okay. Let's say, for instance, I use Distress. Okay. Distress is going to wipe right off. Can you see how that wiped off? The Distress came right off. Look, let me try up here. Okay. Let me try to get where you get. Okay. Can you see the Distress ink right there? Distress is going to wipe right off. Even without water, it's going to come off. Where you can tell I'm sitting here rubbing the archivals. I'm just not doing it. Woohoo, Dee Dee. Yeah, and this, I mean, you're not really taking a lot out of it. I'm going to take, and I am pushing this sort of clunky because it's supposed to be brick, so I sort of want it to have like a splattered look, if that makes sense. So I don't want to rub it. I literally want the splatter, the sort of, what is the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, don't do this when you're doing a headache. Like the spongy part of the sponge to show up. Yep. So there's my little brick wall. How cute is that? So cute. I know, Dee Dee, I got to go and get over there. Today has been, well, you know what my day has been like, but it's been crazy today. Oh, I wanted to go back over here again because I need to grab my other sponge. Give me a second. And not the holes, the spongy part. Yeah, the cells of the sponge. Cells of the sponge is the word I was looking for. Woohoo! And then I'm going to grab some black on my black sponge. Actually, this is all color sponge, but I'm using my black in it now. And I have to do this just right because I only want certain parts to show up. And I want that little part right there. And I want this part right here to show up. Oh, and I got that part that I didn't mean to get. Of course I did. Daggone it. Daggone it. Well, I'll just do it this way. Change of plans. Hi, Tina. Who said what? Why'd you say what? I missed something. Yeah, I messed up. Did you guys see me mess up? Oh, my. It's okay. Hide my card. I know, Lori. And I gotta soak that one. I'm gonna have to clean that one. I stained it all up. But I think stencils should look like they're used. Okay, are you guys ready? Ta-da! That's nothing but stenciling, you guys. And that looks like you did so much with it. Oh, yeah. I was so excited, Laura. You have no idea. You should have heard me. My husband was laughing because he had got home. There we go. Oh, and that I just used the archival jet black. And I will tell you what stencil I used. I used well, this is a small one, but let me get the other one that's well, anyway, this is a mixed media one because it has two different ones. I have a regular all brick wall 2 one. Let me grab it because that way you know what the number is. Well, did I have it? I pulled it out, I thought. There it is. So the brick one is THS 038. And this one is THS 077. But see, it's got its night. But yeah, I like it. And I mean, you know, if you're doing a certain color journal, you can do any color. Because of how much color is here, I sort of wanted to, you know, the plain tone on the back. Then I'll just throw some ribbon on it and we'll be good to go. I know today has been a day with a lot of good news, which is good. I like days with good news. So much better than days with bad news. And here's another one that's 2 different ones that merge. I like using those. And see, now I'm twisting my sponge. So when I do the brick, I don't twist. I just dab it. Because then that keeps all the little circles of the sponge, or they... Oh, I know, right? So this is one of the ones that switch over. So you get sort of the swirl on top and a whole different design on the bottom, which sort of looks cool with the king there. Oh, yeah, the one flower on the back almost looks the same. Yep. So I want to see something because I've never actually tried to use a baby wipe to see if it would come off. No, see, even the baby wipe's not taking it off. Yeah, I got sort of loud, and Fred was like laughing at me because I was... Yeah, been a good day. And then this one has a number somewhere. Maybe it doesn't. Wow, did they make this one and not put a number on it? Huh. That's pretty crazy. I'll have to find my things and find out and write the number on here. Because this one actually looks like a doily. You guys are so funny. Yeah, I do that for the brick wall because it makes such a difference when you're stenciling, if you're doing like the brick wall, because it actually does show up like that almost. And you know how concrete sort of has like that dried bubbly look to it? Yeah, that's what I was doing. But he knows I've been, worrying and stressing, and you do, whether you realize it or not. I sent it to Mom. Mom's like, woohoo! We were all pretty excited. Mental note: using archival on your stencils will stay in your stencil. No, just... Whoa. And there's that one. See, it's got like a doily vibe to it. How pretty. Trying to dry my desk off. And my One thing's gone. Okay, so there's those. I did this. Let me find. Hold on. Finding Tim Holtz Tiny Attaches. Hold on a second. Let me grab something real. I moved it. Hold on. Where did I put? I cleaned my room and now I can't find nothing. I hate when that happens, guys. Give me a second. I just had it. Let's see. Oh, there it is. I put it where I could find it and made me lose it. Hey, Steve. How's Steph today? Steph, you missed it earlier. I showed something you'd have been interested in. You wasn't here to see it. Let's see, I have 6 cards, right? Yep, I'm trying to find my rusted ones. Some of these I rusted on my own. And I think everybody that rusts everything sort of follows the same recipe, so. Woohoo! Yeah, you did. Loved Tim Holtz. I was showing these. I don't know if you were here the other day when I was showing the foil quill USBs. There's 200 images on one. You get them for like $11 or so on Amazon. So they're pretty reasonable. And then they look like this. I mean, I colored these obviously, but they're black and white, so you can digitally color them. But they're all different shapes, and there's, like I said, 200 different little flowers, and there's like little herby type things and sayings and insects. Well, you can see some of them bigger on the front. Like there's how I use what, these cards? Is that what you're talking about? These will get tucked away within my journal. And then what I'll do is they'll say like this really pretty. Then if I want to journal on them, I'll just, let me grab a piece of paper. I'll grab a piece of coffee dyed paper. And this is what I do with them anyway, because I like them pretty. But, you know, if I want to use them, then I'll just grab a coffee dyed piece of paper and I'll end up gluing it over it. So, I mean, you'll still get some of the decoration. You know, sort of ink that up, place it in the middle, and then I can have a journaling spot out of it. So I sort of play around with them and do them that way is what I do. And I'll do these on different sides. I'll do in the middle. So you can poke the holes wherever you want. So then I'm just going to put my little hole reinforcers in there. But yeah, I like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can do them all kinds of different, there's all kinds of different ways. You know, or honestly, I'll show you guys with one of these. What you can do too, which I sort of like the look of. So I'll show you with one. So you can actually, if you get one of the Sharpie fine points, or let's see. I just had my box and I lost it. Now you set something down and you can't find it. Or if you have the Statler. I know I wouldn't want to cover them. Or with the Statlers, which is really nice. You can use whatever color you want. So like since this is a garden journal, I'll use green. And so I can come in, and like today is July 7th, so I can come in, and these are permanent, so I can come in and write July 7th, 2020, and then I can just write. So, you know, I can go this and that and the other. And that way, you know, and I mean, and you can read it on there. I use the green, like I said. You can use black. Just when you use them, because they are shiny, make sure you let them set for like, you know, a half hour or so, just to make sure they dry without touching them, so you don't smear them. And then they'll dry, they'll be permanent, and you know, you've got a little journaling card. Well, I did because it's a garden card. That's why. It didn't have, I do like green though. It is my favorite color. But that's not why I used green. I know you guys probably get tired of seeing green. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna, usually I have my charms all sorted, but I just got these. These were, if you guys remember the little 98-cent bead pack things I got from Walmart. And there's all kinds of cute little butterflies. There's a tree. I'm gonna try to use different little things. There's actually a little bird. Oh, Natty, that's early, isn't it? Let's see. I'm trying to do this without jerking them all out of here. There's a little turtle. Let's see, that's 4. And there's a mushroom. I don't want to use my mushroom. There's a little funny bird. And there's a little bee. Oops. I love when kids are asleep. It's like the best time to be a parent. And so, you know, you can hang a little charm off there if you want to. So like that one I'll hang a little charm off of just to, I don't know. I don't want to do it on that one though. I like doing the charms on the ones that are in the corner. Like this one. So I do a little birdie. So you got a little charm hanging off there. Hold on, I'm digging through buttons. And you can just use a couple little buttons even. Put this on backwards. So you can do a couple little buttons hanging from it. So it makes that super simple. Let me put a couple more of these. So like this is a little tree. And let me cut this here. So this is just a scrap piece of ribbon that I had left from when I did the My Dearest Jane journal. I do that. Then I can come right up to here before I tighten it down all the way. Put it on there. So my little tree hangs off of there. So then I got a little charm and a little ribbon out the top. So, I mean, there's all kinds of different ways that you can do it. So I found these. They're in the floral garden part at Dollar Tree. And they're actually dragonflies. And this one's little needle came out. So they do have little needles in them. So you're sitting there going, what in the world is she going to do with the needle? I'm going to grab my pen and fold it around like that. Then I'm going to twist it, except I wanted to put it around my card before I twisted it. So I'm going to put it around my card like that. And if I can get it twisted again, hold on, guys. And I'm not cutting or anything. I'm just sort of bending it. because I want it to be bent up. Then, because he's got a little foam body. And I'm going to, where's it at? There it is. I'm going to use my little, my little awl. And I'm just going to poke a little hole in his belly. Not a bunch, just a little hole. Make it big enough. And I'm going to put a little Fabri-Tac in there because Fabri-Tac will help it adhere. So I'm just going to put a little bit in there, not a bunch. Then I'm going to take the little wire and put it in his little belly. I'm going to hold it and let the Fabri-Tac set up for a second. I'm letting it set up, guys. Just a little bit. And you can find these, like I said, they're in the little garden section. You get 2 of them for $1. You could get, mine had dragonflies and bees, but they were out of the bees. So the only ones I had was the dragonflies. So I grabbed a couple of them. I thought they were sort of cute. Okay. Then let me grab my other pliers. Yep, and the other one I think I'm going to use on the outside, and it's going to be the end of my dangle, or my tassel-y dangle thingy on the side. Then, because it's just a piece of metal, I like to sort of squeeze it in here. I'm going to squeeze this back together here. Let me try to twist it better. I have these pliers work so much better than those other ones. But I was trying to hurry. And I hate having to get up and look for stuff. I know I do it all the time, and it probably drives you guys crazy. Listen to me dig for stuff in the back. Okay. And then I have a little dragonfly on my card. And if you want him to like flatten out a little bit, then you can take this and, if you squeeze it together, it sort of almost like staples him to the card because it tightens around the card. So then he stays on there. So there's my little dragonfly on my card. Isn't he cute? Like it? And then you can move him around if you want him like across the card or whatever when you put him in. Cute, cute, cute. Where did I put my cards? They're back here. So have those. Woohoo! What'd you fix good, Lori? We had sloppy joes and seasoned French fries. Which my mom will tell you, I usually like cook a meal. And this is a piece of my sari silk. Well, I just that's funny, Lori. I hadn't made it for a while. I usually cook a meal. Like yesterday I made beef and noodles and mashed potatoes, and green beans, and that's, you know, usually what type of things that I make. But I like to cook, so, and a lot of people don't, but I actually like to cook. Yeah, I do too. I like it. And I mean, we spend so much time. I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, I'm going to do that with these because I love these cards. And I said, I sort of like, especially the vintage cards. Now I can understand, you know, um, when we use modern cards, I can understand covering them up because, they're just sort of plain or whatever. But I really like the vintage cards. I like the way they look. I like the way they're decorated. Even, I mean, the numbering, the font, the print and stuff I really like. So I really don't like covering them up. So, I mean, something like that. I mean, yeah, you've got a little ribbon and just a little dangle with a little charm. I mean, it looks nice. With the stenciling, I mean, it sort of gives it almost like a really fancy look. But you're not really altering the card to the point to where, you're taking away from the charm of the card. Okay, Nettie. Bye, sweetie. So, and I have some of the cream color that I wanted to use on this, the little brick wall one. Hey, Lori, I'll come stay with you when he leaves. How's that? So you won't be alone. I'll come down and visit for a couple weeks or a month or two. I'll leave Fred here with the kids. Send the kids to my mom. She'd take him. I'm going to use the butterfly. I always use the butterfly, didn't I? Did I use the butterfly already? Let's see. The dragonfly. Nope, did not. I use the butterfly. Yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you're not really limited. I know, right? Yeah. Yeah. Um, well, Elizabeth, yes, I would, but he's at that age where he wants to retire and start staying home all the time. And I'm like, I don't think we're ready for that yet. But there's phones and there's texting and there's video. The three of spades. Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does. It really does. If you just look at it offhandedly, they sort of have that same shape. I like my dragonfly. Not bad for a Dollar Tree cheapo butterfly, is it? Cute, cute, cute. Me too. They're all my favorites. Lori's going to be running to the Dollar Tree tomorrow. So I did figure out what I'm going to do. Of course, I've got to do the center for the spine and get all that in. But I'm going to put this pocket on the back. Then we sort of highlight it with some green. And then I've got this one. I'm going to put in the front to add me some Yep. Everybody will be there tomorrow looking for dragonflies. That's funny. Let's see. You know what? I actually may keep that for the front pocket. So let's see what we have here. Little tree in there. There's so much to do. Sorry, guys. I'm just like. Let's see. I'm from the front. I think I'll put this in here. With the little turtle. Yeah, I love Dollar Tree. Okay, I want to make a pocket for this. So let's see what I can use. I got a little green envelope. I don't want to use that there though. Yep. So we'll do that one. So let me find it again. I'm just trying to read everybody's comments, guys. Sorry. Trying to read everybody's comments. It's really hard for me to see, so I can't sort of see some of them. So I know. I think I was going to use mine too. Sorry, guys. I was faded off doing this. I was paying attention too much. Sticky. Okay. There we go. Sorry, guys, I got really quiet. I know. You guys are probably like, what in the world? No, it is not. It is, Kathy. Sorry. It is not archival vintage photo. It is archival potting soil, which is about the closest you can get. I sort of like it because, I mean, it really does look vintage. I mean, you sort of get a little darker tone, depending on how much ink you put on there, you know, how much you layer it up. But yeah, you sort of do get that whole vintage photo vibe to it. Okay. I know, I'm having to. It's like really hard. You guys have no idea. You go actually use the one with the little bird and put in there. And then the little bird will stick out the corner. The little card. Yeah, it's potting soil. It's the Wendy, is it Becky? I can't ever say her name right, whatever her name is. Series, but it's potting soil. Yeah, it's the closest you can get and still stay really close to vintage photo. So which makes it nice. I was going to do something on there, but I sort of think I like that the way that it is. I'm not sure I really want to put anything on there. Yep, I guess I was concentrating. I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Choose a little one of those. I don't really want a yellow one. I don't like the yellow. This is a brown color. I know, that's what I was looking. I'm like, they have these little flowers. I thought maybe if I did like a corner cluster of them, maybe it would be cute. Just enough to sort of accent it, but not really take away from it. Yep, I think it will. So maybe I think I'll do this one there and I think I like it with the 3 different colors, I think. Yep. I like that. Just a little bit, but not enough to really overdo it. Let's see. I'll start with, I actually think I'll start with the lighter one to the bottom. Then the little darker one. And then we'll do the little bitty one. I think it's just enough to sort of make pull the brown out a little bit more and sort of tone the green down a little bit so it just doesn't seem so bright. Or at least that's my thought. Hey, Kathy Jean! You are late. That's okay. I just told somebody earlier we were talking. I'm like, life happens. It does. And we just move on and go on. But yeah, see, so I like that. we can tuck a little tea-dyed index card that's decorated up in there too. So we've got that. Let's move on. And I've got so many tucks and tags to put in here, and it has been crazy, guys. It really has. Okay. I had yeah, I know. It's really cool. I want that there, though. I wanted it back here. Where did it go? This is one of my blue pink. I don't know if you guys can see the pink in there really good or not. See the pink? One of my favorite papers. Let's see. Well, I have enough because I have ones that I haven't even pulled out when I was doing things. I've got enough that I probably could do a 4-signature journal. But I want it to fit in the let me pull it out into the cover that April got me. So I'm actually gonna use 2 signatures, but they're gonna be chunky signatures. Instead of the 4, so I can fit it in there, and then I may just make like a soft cover journal with the rest, or whatever I decide to do with it. Okay, and then that can fold down so I can journal on it. This I had. Where'd my bucket go? I have those 2. Hold on, I'm digging through my ephemera. Yeah, so I'm happy with it. I love the cover, and so I'm customizing it to that cover because I adore that cover. So that's what we're doing. So I'm going to put this on here because it's just a perfect fit, especially with these the color of this paper. And that just fits perfect. And then it'll fold out, and I can fold down, so I can journal all in here and journal all in here, and then it folds. And then I can go in here, put this down in here. Let me pull my little buttons around here. There we go. And my buttons will sort of help hold that together. So that'll sort of hold it down the weight of the buttons, which makes it so nice. And I have my, you guys remember I made my little file folder cards, so that adds more journaling spots into there. And there's this one, which is actually a blown up version of the little girl that's on the front. I'm going to, Janet. I'm going to. And these are what the other ones look like. They're sort of a more clean version. So like these are the very clean, very neat versions. And then this is the more collage, yeah, versions. Look at that big old bug. I am Janet. I have other ones left. That's why. So I will do this one, and then there will be some videos of not what. How do I want to put it? They won't be live. They'll be recorded videos of the other one. So there will be both of them, if that makes sense. Yep, I like the buttons on it too. I think buttons just add a whimsical charm to things. And then so this, because when I glued this on, I didn't glue the back, you know, where I stuck the card. So this it'll fit. We'll go down there and stick up just a tad bit. But I'm not sure I want to put that there. I actually think I'm going to use one of my other ones. Hold on, guys. I was back there digging through stuff. Ooh, there's an index card I can put on the other one when I do my watercolor butterfly. What did I do with that one? It's back here. Where did I put it? It's right here. So this can flip back here behind my little card. So there's that. That can go in there. There you go. That's funny. So let's see. Where do I want to put these? I could actually glue these on pages, which I think I sort of like the idea of. I think I'm actually going to put this one because I like it on the green. I'm thinking, yep. The charm was a butterfly. Hold on, let me get my buttons laid down here. Where was it at? It's back here. The charm's a little bird. Oh, you probably can't see that from that far away. It's a little bird. Just a little bird. It's sort of a non-decorative. I know, right? Almost like it was all made to fit together. I'm just teasing. Oh, you know, if I do that, that's going to cover her up. But that's not too bad. Nope, I ain't worried about it. I'm not worried about covering the little girl up. I don't want to, but it's okay. And I could just tuck her in somewhere, but I sort of want to use it like as a pocket type thing. A type thing. A pockety thing. I know I can click it. I'm gluing it in. I'm gluing it in. Yep, I did. I glued it in. Let's see. So let me go back over here. I'm jumping between. Oh, and then get under the little buttons. I may end up having to use like a little piece of Velcro or something under that. Or I could back it and use a magnet even. I know, but I didn't. It's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put that one over there. Let me put this one over here. Let's see where I want it to be. Oh, that one looked really pretty right there, wasn't it? Oh, my. I love these. These are so pretty. I love the little sayings in there. Let's see. Ooh, right there might be good. Oh, what about this yellow one? Yellow, and it's got the green. I think I like that. Put it this way. Let me grab a clip. Yeah, the little magnetic bookmark flowers are really cute. I actually was thinking that. That's so funny, Kathy. I have no idea what size my magnets are. I buy them and they come from Harbor Freight. So you have to give me a second and I'll measure them and see what size they are, but I think they're right around 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, they're about 1/4 of an inch. There's no actual size on them. When you buy them, they're just like super strong magnetic earth magnets or something like that. And they come in a little tube like this, a Harbor Freight. And I think they're like $3-ish maybe. Vaguely. You need some what? I'm not sure what you need some of, Beverly. Oh, magnets. The last time I bought mine, I bought 2 containers. It was the last that they had. So I don't know if they've got more back in or not. Of course, that was, when all this stuff started and I was like sort of trying to stock up on. Yes, I'm putting some Fabri-Tac in there. So I looped it, and in my little hole right there, I put just a little bit of Fabri-Tac. Then when I pull it and it tightens down, like you do your little tie thing, that glue actually gets on there. And it will hold its bow now and not come untied, which is super nice. Yeah, you can get flat ones at office stores. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, the ones that look like little business cards. I've seen those. And you can cut them up into different sizes if you need to or whatever. Yep, I have seen those. Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to pull this up here and let it stick out the top because Get some fluff up top. So this is that. And technically, if I wanted to, I could slide, but I don't want to do that because it's going to put two right besides each other. Let's see. Ooh, you know, I gotta put it right here. Nice. Lay down there. There you go. Let it dangle off the end. Yeah, what's so big and so there is that. Hold on, I'm digging through my little ephemera place. I still got a bunch in here. I got stuff everywhere. I'm digging, guys. Give me a second. Did you guys forget about all this stuff? Yep. There's some more. There's another one. I got cards everywhere. Got decorated cards and undecorated cards. Yep. I understand. So these are going to go into my other one. Remember we did the oh, hello. Let me think about it. I'll tell you in a minute. 4 or 5. I should have another one there. Okay, then I've got another one in my bucket. I was digging through there trying to find everything. So, yep, I have tons of stuff. I'm telling you. Yep, I have a ton. So I'm going to put one of these in each of my little things. These are going to go in there because they're just staying with me. These are going to go back in my box. I do have enough too. I told you I was doing two. Jeez. Gosh, ladies. Let's see. Little bitty pockets. 2 of those. And 2 of those. I think I'll do the buttons. Those. There's another CD. There's those 2 tickets. I got tons of stuff. Did you guys think I was running out of stuff? So what I may do, especially since this is like a hand-painted cover, I probably will work on this tomorrow and try to get it finished. And then tomorrow I'll show you a flip through in this cover. And then I will, the next time I will have everything ready except binding. And I'll show you how I bind with the Reader's Digest. If that works. I feel the need to put this. I don't know. And I feel the need to put a little glue around the top. Oh, yep, Kathy Jean, there's a ton of it. Oh, I didn't pull everything out. Some of it was just stuff I've worked on along the way. And now remember, when we come back Thursday, we'll be working on the lap book. And we should be finishing it up Thursday, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. I think I actually want to do this as a flip. Let's use this. It's setting here, so. Did I show any more of my design project? Nope. I'm saving that for Friday. I will show you guys that Friday. Well, I'm going to, I'm trying to, of course, we have the one we're going to do for Christmas, but the one we're doing for Christmas is going to be a little different. And I will tell you, it is not originally my idea. Well, it sort of is. No, it's not. It's not originally my idea. I did one just like it. I've done one before that was almost identical to it in the past. But I was in a swap a couple years ago, a Christmas swap. Yep, I do too. I have a massive amount of lace. No, we were talking about, I was pulling out ephemera, Janet, and I have a ton of ephemera for a secret garden, so they were all like, oh, I do have enough to do too. So, yeah, Friday I will be working on my design team project, because we normally just get together and just sort of craft and work on whatever. Oh, yep, I did have a little Janet flower. Hold on. I actually have two little Janets. So, okay, I'm going to let that dry before I start goobing with it. And put this over here. I wanted to put my ticket here. I love the way this ticket turned out. I mean, you really just don't need anything else on the page with that. So yeah, I will be working on my design team project Friday, because normally we just craft. It's just everybody can sit around and shoot the breeze and just craft along on, whatever we're working on. But anyway, needless to say, I did a Christmas swap a couple years ago. And a really good friend of mine, I actually got to swap with, and she's just one of the sweetest people. And I got her little journal, and ever since I've got it, I've wanted to make one. And yeah, those little and this is I use the dabbers and use the Tim Holtz vintage photo embossing glaze. That's what that shiny glazy stuff. See how shiny, see how crazy shiny it is? Yeah, so like you can see how that's shiny, but it's not crazy. That's just insanely shiny. So that's it. This is my little watercolor. And I loved how these come out. These are so easy to make, and they don't take any time. And they're nice to make ahead, especially if you're doing multiple colors, because you can use it in just about anything. But I love those. And then I have my bee one that I thought about keeping to put in a bee journal just because it's too darn cute to use in anything but a bee journal. But I'm going to use it in my other one. And I have my tag to go on here. Does this look familiar to anybody? This is my Lori tag. It came from Lori. So I put it in there. So it's in my little journal. Let's see. I think I'm going to put this on here as a little tuck. I think that'll look cute. I do too. Yeah, they do. When they are dry, they come out so nice. I know. So it's got to go in my journal. I'm going to start. I'm going to make a journal just to keep like everything that everybody sends me. You know, all the cards and the tucks and the pockets and, you know, little notes and all of that. And then these are some of the ones we did like the watercolor stamping on. I love the way they turned out. So, I mean, that's just perfect. And it's light enough that it sits in there without a problem. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put this one in there, but I'm going to put it behind it because I really like this one better. Okay. And I had a pocket. I got a little side tuck I could use for that. Maybe I won't put that. Oh, nice, April. Woohoo. You know what? I'm going to take this and ink this up. Oh, yeah, like a correspondence journal. Yeah. Okay. Here is a big tip for everybody who does not know. Thought I'd tell you this. If you dye your paper green, so if you get like Mossy Meadow, you know, or something like that, and dye your paper like a green color, like, you know, this color green, you know, and you use the potting soil around here, it looks like it's burnt. It really does look like burnt edges. Like, look at those. Pretty cool. So if you're after that like burnt look or like a steampunk or something, or honestly, what I did, it's one of the very first journals I did. I'm trying to think if it was the first one I did. I made albums and stuff before. Okay. So the whole journal thing was sort of a new adventure for me. But I had did, you know, like I said, albums and stuff before. But I made what was it? It was a Civil War journal. My second great grandfather was in the Civil War, and so it was sort of about his group that he was in. They were from Virginia, though, so they were actually fighting because they tried to take their land away. But is why they were actually there. But I did a Civil War journal with Civil War reproduction fabrics. Everything in it was from. So there was like original copies of pictures of all of the men that were with him and all kinds of stuff. There was a picture of him and his two brothers in it, all kinds of stuff. And I sold it. Yeah, I know, right? I sold it because I have so many ideas to do it. Because I wanted to do something different than the original idea that I did. I changed my concept. Hold on, I'm trying to find my little. But I did it, and I printed out all the photos on green paper and used the brown and went around them like that, and they looked like they were all burnt. It was really cool. That was a long story to get to the fact that it looked like it was really cool because it was burnt. But a big butterfly. No, something brighter. Something a little brighter. I want something sort of blue. Blue. There's a blue bug. A blue bug that would look really cute on there. Let's see. There's a butterfly with blue. A butterfly with blue. Yes, Kathy Jean, I did. Because it was the very first one I made. I was like not happy with it at all. Don't get me wrong, it was really pretty, but it just didn't have, I don't know, it just wasn't what I wanted. I wanted it different. So yes, I did. And none of it was original. None of it was original. It was all copies, and I have everything that I put in it. I have a second copy of. I made sure I did before. I did. Oh, I think I want the florist. I think I like the black florist one on there. Yeah, I'm goofy, but you have to realize that, and you guys probably don't see that side of me, which is so funny, but I am somewhat of a goober when it comes to stuff like that. So I sort of like that. I think I like that better than the butterfly, but I like the butterfly too, so we'll use it too. Yeah, well, I was not happy with the way that there was so much I wanted to do differently, and I had did a video of it, and this lady got a hold of me, and there actually is so I don't know. It's just the way that it worked out, and I have all the stuff to redo it. But it was like I said, I just was starting out, and I wasn't happy with it, I guess. There's only been one journal that I've ever sold that I regret selling. Only one. Out of all the ones that I've ever sold. Only one. And that was not it. So but you guys don't realize most of the stuff that I've made, I could make a complete another one. Because I've got that much stuff, even still. So there you go. I don't know if I want that there. Get up there. Nope. I did it backwards. I was going to do over top, and I think I want underneath. I want underneath. Oh, wow, that's so cool. Yeah, my second great grandfather was actually, that was from Virginia. He was actually wounded, was shot in the shoulder, and then that's on my mother's side. On my father's side, he was from West Virginia, and he was actually incarcerated, not in a, not incarcerated. What is the word I'm looking for? He was a prisoner of war in Camp Chase, Ohio. And was released on the day that they surrendered. So, yeah. So he was actually up there. So, yeah, I have multiples on both sides. So, but I am actually a pretty big history buff. So I actually have a set of journals that I'm working on that I'm going to be releasing. They're actually history based. It was a Confederate camp that he was in. Yes. And then my mom's side of the family was all Union, and dad's side was all Confederate, and my dad's family was mostly all up north. Okay, so that's going to go tucked in there, and this I'm actually going to make a floating tuck. I don't want to put that in there because it's going to cover that up. Let's me find something not so like that. Hold on. Oh yeah, I got a couple of these. Yeah. So, and I have probably close to, let me think, probably close to 200 yards of reproduction Civil War fabric. Yeah. So I got tons of stuff like that. And no, it's not for sale. It's mine. Okay. And see, I love how those flowers sort of blend in there. I'm going to ink this up a little more. You can tell I use vintage photo, and the potting soil, when you use it on the edge, it does give just a tad more coloring to it, darken it up a little bit. It's sort of a darker than a vintage photo. Yeah, my mom's family, my mom still has a ton of family in Virginia. So that's going to slip right in there. And that will right in there. So I have a floating pocket. And wow, okay. So I didn't realize it was 11 o'clock. You guys are supposed to tell me when it gets 11 o'clock. Look, there's my other Lori tag. Isn't it pretty? And it just goes along with my secret garden. Love it. So tomorrow is Wednesday, right? Yes, Wednesday. So Thursday we will be back. Thursday we will be working on our lap book, and we're using we're going to be. I got something falling out. Oh, let's fill out of somewhere. Oh my. I'm just sticking. This is our French fairy kit from Junk with Stuff, and we'll be working on our flip lap book, our little lappy book, with all its little tucks and flips and hidden little pockets and tons of little journaling spots, a little journal there, flips open. We still have to do something with these, all inside. A little floating envelope. This little tucks in it, and it's magnetic, so it sticks. And there's our little journal again with our little fairy charms and our little journaling spots, and it flips over and the back opens up, and there's our little Velcro spot. Remember we made last week? So cute. Nothing to it, but it looks like it's sort of on there. You left your lap book. And then we've got our notebook. So Thursday, let me figure out what I'm doing here. I flipped it backwards. Something. There it goes. Jeez. Yeah. So we will be working on this Thursday. Friday I will do a flip through of my secret garden. And I will sort of show you where I've got with my design team project. Working on it. As I work through it, you guys can sort of come along there. So I just wasn't working on it. Because when I'm working on journals and sort of everybody's following along, I tend to slow my pace down, and I tend to, what is the word I want to look? I try to make sure that, when I choose projects, I do projects that, everybody can follow along in, because sometimes you have people who, are newer, so I try to make sure it's not as difficult. So like some of my just, my things I do, I don't normally do. Monday, we will start the Christmas journal, and I will show you, this is the little mini that I got from my friend, and it is so cute. It is a little mini Christmas journal. We're not doing it exactly like this, but it'll be somewhat like this. It will be a soft cover. It's really cute. It's got a little jingle bell on it. It's got the little girl on it. It's so cute. And seam binding ties, and it opens up. There's a pocket here. It's got a little tag in it. And of course, this wasn't decorated, but there's all kinds of little tucks and little tags and flips and just all kinds of little areas. It's just basically, vintage music. It's basically a place for you to take for, you have this Christmas, and, you have memories for Christmas, but, maybe not a whole journal full of Christmas. And you don't want to sort of, what is the word? You don't really want to, it takes up a part of your journal. So this sort of lets you have a journal where you can literally just record Christmas. And, it'll go pretty fast. And the best thing I love about this is, we're going to do a few other things we're going to throw in there. But there's just a ton of little flips and tucks, and I will have, there won't be a kit, but we will have some we will have some I can't talk tonight. Digital images to download that we're going to use. And it's so cute. And look, there's a little round one. So cute. And I will have, some things that we'll add that are going to be a little bit different than this, obviously, but just so cute, and just some little cute. But this lets you sort of have a journal, just to record, just to record one Christmas memory in, this Christmas's memory, which is awesome, because then you can do one every year and sort of base it on, different families have themes for Christmas, or, you may one year you do, your wrapping paper and you use all snowmen. So, you do that. It is, well, if you go from into, I won't go to tab, 4.5 by 6. Yeah, you can have old Christmas cards, to use in it. I'm going to be using some old Christmas cards. I will, by, what is today? Tuesday. I will sit down tomorrow and I will get a list of everything that you would need. So you may want to look for, and I mean, this is just old red yarn, some jingle bells. The Dollar Tree is real good to find bells and stuff at, so just, look around old ornaments, like the flat ornaments, like the snowflakes, different stuff like that. So yeah, we will be making one like this. It's a teeny tiny. The nice thing about this, and this is one thing I was going to say, because, everybody's got daughter-in-laws, they've got granddaughters, this is a nice journal to learn how to make, because you can make this any kind of journal. And we may do a Christmas one, and then maybe for our next small one, we'll do, a different type, and I'll sort of show you if you're not doing Christmas theme, ideas. Because these are great for like little birthday gifts. And, you have a friend, that you want to pick up, they need to pick me up or whatever. I mean, these are just little gifts that you can put together in a little bit of time. And I'm going to try every month between now and Christmas to have, a teeny tiny project. Like, to me, this is a teeny tiny project, because this is one, walking through and explaining everything is going to take longer. But once you learn how to do it, you can wrap this up in 3 or 4 hours. And have it, and you can make it for any kind of gift. I mean, how cute would it be? Your grandkids, kids love stuff like this. Make a cute Easter one with like some Beatrix Potter type style stuff. Drop in an Easter basket for them. A little bitty birthday gift. Or somebody you knew just had a baby. That type of thing. Yeah, so see, something like this, I mean, you could do a full-size one, but these are like super cute just to have ready. And if you're doing like flea markets or vending things like that, or you're just doing like, you have an Etsy shop, you want to do like beginner journals for beginners, something like this is super easy, and it's super economical. So where if somebody's starting out and they're buying all these supplies and stuff, they want to have a in the hands journal, but they can't, really afford to go pay. And I mean, let's face it, if you want a journal from some of your bigger named people, you're going to pay $150, $180. I mean, you see them all different prices. So, this is something cheap and economical, that anybody can buy. This is a, going out to eat, type journal. I mean, comparative in my house, because there's 6 of us, but, $30-$40, if even, 25, 35, 45, depending on what all's in it. So, I mean, it's just a great idea to learn, a skill to have under your belt, because these you can throw together. If you're doing a flea market or like a craft fair, these things, people will buy them because they're really cute. For $20, $25, people throw money out for these. $30, $35, whatever. Where they're not going to spend maybe the $100, $150. So it's just a cute idea, and these are small enough that you could fit them in a stocking, or even make a stocking and fit this down in the stocking. As the bag to, hold it. I mean, there's just tons of stuff you could do. But yeah, so this will be working on. And so, yeah, you may want to look, see if you have any vintage or old, Christmas cards, or use the ones you've been getting in the mail. Whatever color Christmas, fabric. If you have Christmas fabric, you're going to want fabric. I'll write a list out and get it all out. I will try to get it posted tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening-ish. If not, I will post it first thing Thursday. And I will try to get the digitals together and put or I've got them together, but I mean, actually get them posted too. I've been waiting until it was time to work on it. So, okay. You guys, I am going to go ahead and go and take some medicine and try to get some sleep and get rid of this headache. You guys stay safe, be careful, and I will see you again Thursday at 9 o'clock. And if I get working tomorrow, I may go live during the day or something if I'm, goobing around, just to hang out if somebody wants to. So you guys take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. I am really close to 1,200. When I get to 1,200, I'm doing a giveaway. So I think I'm like really close to 1,200, guys. Like insanely close to 1,200. I am at let's see, hold on. I'm almost there. 1,189. 11 subscribers. So yeah. So you guys take care, and I will talk to you Thursday. Have a great evening. I love y'all. And we'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, okie doke, Lori. Love you guys. Bye, April.